Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jordan. For those of you who do, thank you for coming back. Today we're going to be recreating this look. I wanted to create something that kind of represented the transition from summer to fall because it's already September. Like, the cool fall months are upon us. Like, they just are. To me, September is fall, next month is October, and then like it's already basically fucking Christmas. So I'm like trying so hard to hold on to the last summer days, but I know that the transition is here. So I wanted to create something that really represented that. So I've gone with like kind of a more fall eye and more of a summer lip. Just like something fun and bright to keep it summery and keep it classic. So if you guys like what you see here, then keep on watching. Alright, so let's get started. I already have moisturized my skin. I always use the Ole Henriksen Sea Rush Brightening Gel Cream. And I've also already done my brows and cleaned them up. So next I'm going to go in with the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. I've been really enjoying this primer lately. It just like smells so good. It feels so good. My puppy is napping and making noises in the background. So if you hear like weird moaning, that would be my puppy Ollie. Very vocal. Alright, once we have our primer on and done and good, I'm gonna start with my eyes today, as always. So I'm going to be going in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r eyeshadow base. I already have concealed mostly on my eyes, but I just love going in with an eyeshadow base because I feel like it covers up any discoloration, any weirdness on the lids, as well as just helping the shadow to last longer, not to crease. So this is just like a fluffy blending brush, and I'm just gonna blend that in. Next, I'm just gonna quickly set the eyes. This particular Fenty Beauty eyeshadow base, it gets like a little bit tacky, so I just prefer to set it just to help the eyeshadow color when I go in later just glide really smoothly across my lids. So I'm just using a little bit of the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to set the lids. Alright, today for this look I'm going to be using the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This is the one that kind of has like all those really pretty fall shades in it. So I'm excited about this one. I haven't really used this palette much lately, so let's get to it. I'm going to start with the Morphe M433 blending brush. This is always a classic, and I'm going to start with the lighter orange shade here called Rush. So I'm just going to dip right into that, and then I'm just going to start with it. Alright, this brush has like a wonky hair and is literally poking me in the eye. So I'm just going to work this color on the upper crease, keeping it pretty high, working it from inner quarter to outer corner. now that I'm happy with that first transition shade, I'm going to go in with this darker orangey shade called Mugshot. And I'm gonna dip just the same blending brush right in there, and I'm just gonna work it into the crease and the outer corner. It's really darkening up that crease. When you're blending, you wanna make sure that you're using small circular motions. Just really helps to get the color everywhere, blend the colors together, and make sure that your shadow isn't skipping anywhere or looking crazy. Alright, now that I'm happy with my crease shade, I'm going to start working, I think I'm going to go with kind of this purpley color called Framed. And I'm just going to lightly pack that on the outer corner. And then I'm also going to pack just a tiny bit on the inner corner. Okay, now that we have our inner corner and our outer corner nicely blended in, we're going to cut the crease just a bit. I'm gonna go in the center with this. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow in the shade Gold Goddess. But before I do that, because I tested this on my hand, I swatched it, and it's a little bit light. Can you guys see that? Right there. So it's just a little bit light in my opinion, and I really want it to pop a lot. So I'm gonna cut the crease, and then I will go over it with the Stila. So I'm going to dab a little bit of my Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is the shade Nude. I'm just gonna dab a bit on the back of my hand. I'm grabbing, this is an e.l.f. concealer brush. I really like it because I don't feel like I need a lot of product on it, and I feel like the bristles, they stay like really tight and close together, if that makes sense. So I feel like I have good control with this brush. So I'm just gonna start, I'm keeping this in the center, so I'm just gonna start the product near the lash line, work it up, and then just blend it out towards the purple that I just added. And it doesn't need to be like too crazy. I don't really want a super harsh line on the sides. So I'm just gonna make sure that I blend the concealer out into those purple shades, and then I'll go back in with the purple in just a minute and touch it up. So I have like crazy wrinkly eyelids, so I try and like open my eyes as much as I can when I'm cutting the crease, like, you know, while it's closed, but like raise my eyebrow. Otherwise it's just starts to get messy. All right, now that I'm happy with my cut crease, I can go in with the Stila. I really like the applicator on this. It's like easy to keep it pretty concise. So I'm just gonna go right over where I put that concealer. Next thing I'm gonna do is quickly go in with some eyeliner. Today I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Tattoo Liner in the shade Trooper Black. So just a really nice, pretty thin line of liner. And then I'm going to curl my lashes. And then I'm going in with the Benefit Roller Lash, just on the top for now, and then we'll go back in later and we will do the bottom lashes as we finish up that bottom lash line. Alright, so next I'm going to add my lashes. Today I'm going in with the House of Lashes in Valentina. I've worn these already before, so I'm just going to quickly pop these on off camera and I'll be back. Okay, so I've got my lashes on and I can start with my skin now. And by the way, like, I don't know if this ever happens to everybody else, but usually I put lashes on in a breeze, and today it took me forever. I was having so many issues and I literally wear lashes pretty much every day. And today I was just like riding the struggle bus so hard. So if you guys struggle too, let me know in the comments and just know that you are not alone. So for my foundation today, I'm going to be using the Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. It's oil free. This is the shade Warm Beige. This is like a little bit darker than what I usually use, but I do have a little bit of a tan going on, so I'm just gonna make it work. So I got my damp beauty blender. I just did one pump on the back of my hand. Blot in there. One pump is actually a lot of foundation, so I feel like one pump is plenty. And I'm just gonna lightly pounce all over my face. So I recently switched from pink beauty blender to black because I heard that the black one is better. I don't know. Do you guys have preference on the color of your beauty blender? Anybody? If you do, let me know. Let me know in the comments. Next, I'm just gonna have this like tiny little blemish here that I really want to cover up. Just like a little bit red. That's better. Okay. Once I'm happy with my foundation, I can sculpt, I can conceal, I can highlight, I can do all the damn things. So I'm just going to grab my Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. I've used this already a few times today. This is the shade Nude. And I'm just going to draw one line down the side of my nose and then start to create that triangle under the eye. A bit on the chin, I'll hit a little here. And I'm just gonna go there. I'm not gonna go all the way down my nose, and I'll show you guys what I do. So I'll just blend. Okay, so I'm not gonna set my concealer and my highlight quite yet because I am going to contour with a liquid or a cream contour. So I'm going to take the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks in Truffle, and I'm just going to place it in the hollows of the cheeks. Down the bridge of the nose. Or more like on the sides of the nose. And then a tiny, tiny bit on the jaw. Then I'm going to take this Morphe M438 contouring brush, and I'm just gonna quickly blend it out. When you're blending out your cheeks, you wanna make sure that you move the color upwards if you're moving it at all, and you're not dragging it down, because when you drag that sculpting down, it's gonna make your face look droopy. Now that I'm content with my contour, I can kind of set everything. So I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder first. I'm just going to tap a bit into the lid. Take my damp beauty blender, dip it in there, and just go under the eyes. A little bit on the center of the nose. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is just take a bit and I'm going to just drag it right underneath where I contoured. This is called a reverse contour. And don't need a lot when I'm doing that, just a little bit, just to brighten up right underneath there. So we'll let that bake for a minute and we will set the contour. So makeup is all about layering. So when you do a cream, when you do a liquid, you always want to set it with a powder next. So I just set the high points of my face and I'm going to set where I contoured. So I'm just going to use the Benefit Hoola Bronzer. Just take a small bronzer brush and just warm up those areas that I contoured. And then I'll also warm up the forehead. Like so. Next, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of brush. This is the Milani Tea Rose Powder Blush. So I'm just gonna open that up. Grab a blush brush. Tap it off. Smile. And then I just hit my cheekbones and then just work it back into my bronzer. I'm like a really big blush girl. Sometimes I tend to go overboard. Sometimes I don't, it's just kind of like whatever I'm feeling for the day. And then I will highlight, so I'm using my go-to Dose of Colors and I Love Seta collaboration in Soulmate. I have the Sephora Pro highlighter brush. I'm just going to highlight the cheekbones. Right above the brow. And then we will finish highlighting in a minute. First, I'm gonna finish my eyes. So I'm going to take a smudging brush. This is a Sephora Pro Smudger. And I'm going to go back into the palette that I was using earlier. I'm going to dip it into Mugshot, which is the crease shade that we use. And I'm just gonna take it on the lash line. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Framed, which is the outer corner color, and I'm just going to pack it right on that outer corner. Next, I'm going to take the MAC, I believe this is the Modern Twist Kajal liner in Cat's Meow, and I'm just going to line my waterline. Now if I need to pull my skin down, I always use like a puff or something or my beauty blender so that I'm not removing any of the like makeup that I just put on my skin. Right, now I can just get my lower lash line with mascara. So I'm going back with the same mascara that I used on my top lashes, which is the Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash. And I'm just going to pump up those bottom lashes. Now I can wipe away all of my setting powder because I like to keep it on there for a while, and then I like to keep it right under my eyes in case I get any fallout as I'm like finishing up. So we'll just dust that away. And I'm just using a big fluffy brush for the dusting. All right, now we can finish our highlighter. So going back with my Dose of Colors highlighter and my highlighting brush, I'll get the tip of my nose, a bit on the bridge. I'll probably go back on the cheekbones a little bit because I'm just extra like that, and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Alright, you guys, we are almost done. We have one last thing, which is the lips, and that's my favorite part. And because I feel like this look is a really great transition from summer to fall, and I feel like my eyes are very fall. I've got the oranges, the golds, and the purples. I want to keep my lips and the rest of my face really summery. So that being said, I'm gonna go for a red lip. So I'm just going to quickly line my lips with, this is the MAC lip pencil in Cherry. This is a great lip pencil because it's a gorgeous red, but it has like some blue undertones, so it's really great liner. Alright, after I line them, I'm going in with Dose of Colors. This is also from the I Love Seta collaboration. This is the liquid matte lipstick in Fresa. So I'm just gonna go in. And then I can go back in with the liner and just kind of clean it up anywhere I feel that it needs like a blending. And last but not least, I think I'm going to go with a little bit of the Brio Gloss. This is also Dose of Colors, and this is also part of the I Love Seta collaboration. I'm just gonna grab a bit of that and just pop it right in the center. Just to get a little bit of a highlight right in the center of the lip. So this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed following along. I really wanted to create something that was a nice transition from summer to fall. I know that we're getting into those fall months, but sometimes it's like still really hot and really warm. So I want something that's not so dark and so fall-y yet, because I'm still like hanging on to those last days of summer. But we're definitely starting to make that transition, and I feel like this look really reflects that. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will definitely be there responding back, so come say hey and let me know what you guys think.